Hi guys, so today I'm going to show you how to make misal. Misal is a popular Maharashtrian dish eaten all over Maharashtra, and it also got the best vegan dish award. So a little bit about misal. Misal is like a snack, usually eaten for breakfast or lunch or brunch or dinner. You can eat it at any time you want. It's full of flavors, spicy, a little oily, but really soul touching food, very delicious. So this is a recipe that I have developed over the years after trying a lot of misals and then finally deriving my own recipe for it. I hope you enjoy watching me make misal today. Alright, so let me show you the ingredients that you need. So these are 3 onions, red onions that I have sliced thinly, dry roasted them with cassia and cloves on an iron tawa, just right here, and then blend them into a mixer grinder, kept them aside. This is ginger garlic paste, about 1.5 inch of ginger, about 10 garlic pods roughly. Again, made them into a fine paste and kept them aside. This is a paste of coconut and 3 spicy green chilies, which I have again blended into a paste and kept ready. So for your reference, coconut means this fresh coconut, freshly grated coconut. I have 1.5 tomato chopped. I have about 3 tiny medium-sized onions chopped. This is the kanda-lasun masala. This is a must-have if you're going to use my recipe. In case you can't procure a good kanda-lasun masala, use garam masala instead. You need your basic spice box: red chilli, turmeric, garam masala, dhania-jeera, and whole cumin seeds. And of course you need salt. You need lots of oil, and I have boiled about 3 potatoes and kept them ready. So let's begin. Okay guys, so I'm starting my stove now. I'm heating my kadhai. Try to take a deep kadhai or a deep vessel that you have, and now I'm adding oil, about 3 to 4 tablespoons of oil. Yes, you need a lot of oil for misal. I usually just put it andaz se, and let your oil heat for about 30 seconds. Okay, so my oil is heated. I am adding about 2 teaspoons of whole cumin seeds and letting them crackle. Next, go in the chopped onions. And then you saute them for until they turn a little translucent. So I'm going to show you what's going on inside the pot. You can see the onions are separating nicely. Until they get a little bit of a translucent color, I'm going to let them cook for a while, about say a minute. And I am making misal for about 9 people, so the quantities are for about 9 people. And this is a 6-liter pot. So I am now adding the dry onions that I had roasted and going into the pot. About 3 onions that I dry roasted with cassia and some cloves, and then blend them into a paste. So I am roasting the onion paste and the whole chopped onions that we had put in. Now I am adding the ginger garlic, that paste that we made. Now I am adding in the fine grated coconut and green chili paste into this. And we are going to roast all of this together without any spices, which is very important, for about 10 to 12 minutes minimum on a low to medium flame. So the time now is about 3:20. I'm going to roast our masala, our masala for until 3:30 at least. So the reason for roasting this for so long is so that the flavor that comes in after you put in the masalas and you put in the water is very different. So all the flavors are packed into this. Therefore, roasting brings in that robust khamang flavor into your rassa. And misal is a lot of people mix sprouts into their gravy and the rassa, tarri, whatever you call it, and serve it. But the right way of eating misal is making rassa separately packed with a lot of flavors with potatoes if you like, and your matki, that is the murt sprouts, separate with minimum flavors. And that's the right way to eat it. You can choose to eat it with pav or a slice of bread. It's usually eaten with a slice of bread slice in Kolhapuri side, and not with pav.
And also, I have put up a recipe on Instagram of me making misal, but that is a very short 1 minute snippet of the misal that I make. This is a little longer video, but I can also tell you the way in which I make it, the technique that goes into making misal. And also don't stop at putting oil. Of course, don't put too much of oil, but be generous, put proper oil.
Okay, it is 3:30 now, exactly 10 to 12 minutes since we roasted. I don't know, see a little bit of the brown color of our masala that we roasted. Now we are going to add in the spices. Now I've lowered my gas on low, adding in a pinch of turmeric, half teaspoon, then red chilli powder, about 4 teaspoons, 1, 2, 3, and 4 of red chilli powder. Next, kanda-lasun masala. Again, 4 teaspoons, 4 to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 more, 5. And now I roast them again, the same process. I showed you the tiny clock. It is 3:30 now. I am going to roast this, saute this masala for 12 to 13 minutes, up to a little less than 3:45 now. You require a lot of patience to, this is the key, this is the flavor of the misal. So if you have patience here, then the misal is going to turn out fat. Take it from me. So keep sauteing it, and if you think you need a little bit of oil, keep adding oil little by little in your gravy. Alright, so I went on and added 3 more teaspoons of the red chilli powder. So I had added about 4.5. I added 3 more. This quantity is for 9 people, like I said before. Therefore, the amount of spices, the quantity of spices is a little more. And this masala, the gravy, it has to be spicy. You can see inside the pot after I have added in my masalas. Looks beautiful, isn't it? And the smell, I wish you could smell it. Look, is really nice right now.
Adding in the tomatoes after 3 to 4 minutes of me roasting the onions, the grated coconut, and the ginger and garlic. Now go in my 1.5 tomato, which also I will saute until I saute this whole gravy.
Guys, this is a sneak peek into the masala. 10 minutes into sauteing / roasting it. I want to show you how this has turned out. The oil is separating. That means it has sauteed well, but you have to give this another 5 minutes of sauteing, because again, like I said, this enhances more roasting, more sauteing, enhances the flavor of your rassa or your tarri, whatever you call it. It's exactly 3:45. I have now roasted this, sauteed this for 15 minutes. Look at the colors, the oil separating, and this is exactly what you want. in your masala. I'm adding in water. So I'll show you how much water you must add. About 2 to 3 liters. I think about 3 liters of water in the masala. My bottles, always keep water handy around you when you're making misal, generally when you're cooking, so you don't have to run around here and there. I'm going to add another bottle. This is 1 liter, so about 2 liters, and 500 ml, so 2.5 liters of water. And now I want to bring this. I'm going to add another bottle of water. So I've added about 3.5 teaspoons of salt in this. I'm going to let my stove is on the highest right now because I want to bring this to a really good boil, and then see if I need more water. Okay, so I added about 3.5 liters of water, and I brought this to a good boil on a high flame. Now I'm going to cover this with a lid and cook it on a low flame for about half an hour. So I do want to show you the consistency of this gravy. It's nice, it's watery at the moment, but when you cook it for about half an hour, all of this will come together and become a nice consistency.
You can see the nice oil that is floating here. We've brought this to a good boil on a high flame. Now it's time to cook it slowly so that all the flavors come together and it tastes really good. So you cover this with a lid and cook it on a low flame for about half an hour.
It has been about 15 minutes since this has been boiling on a low flame with the lid on. After 15 minutes, I'm going to add in half a teaspoon of garam masala and let it boil for another 15 minutes on a low flame. Now, after about 20-25 minutes, I'm going to add the potatoes. I had boiled earlier, about 3. So going in slowly with the potatoes, so that they also boil, taking a little bit of the flavor. You can also add chopped potatoes when you're sauteing your gravy, after about 15 minutes, after you add spices and 15 minutes are done, you don't put raw potatoes, chopped raw potatoes, but I prefer to do them boiled so that my masala is like roasted properly with all the flavor. So yeah, this is done in another 5 minutes and I can show you the it is 4:30. I started boiling this at about 4 o'clock. Time to finally see how it has turned out and show you guys the consistency. It's quite nice. It has come together really well. I'm going to show you now. So we did add a lot of water, but this is not at all watery. This has come together. It has to be watery. It doesn't have to be thick like a Punjabi gravy. So you can see this has come together so well. All the flavors have gotten in. It's nice. I think you can see it. Now, I think this is done. I'm going to try this once and finally turn off the gas. Okay, I am trying the misal now. Let's see. Flavors. Very good. Burst of flavors. That nice roasted flavor of the onions and all the spices is coming in my mouth all together at once, and this is perfect. I'm going to turn off the gas and I'm going to make my matki. Look at that already. So I have sprouted matki mort at home. and I'm going to show you how to make matki. I have kept some water to boil for about 5 minutes until it starts forming bubbles. Add the matki to boil. And this, I think this is about 500 grams, half kilo of matki. Little more than 750 grams also will do. So now I'm going to boil this until it's almost soft. It should not be mushy. It should be lumpy. Now that this has started boiling well on a high flame. I think about 4 to 5 minutes. You check it once and then switch off the gas and strain it. So I'm going to still let it boil. I'm going to lower the gas at this point and just let it boil a little more. Okay, so I'm going to check this now whether it is cooked or not a little. According to me, it's perfectly al dente, not overboiled, not undercooked. It's proper. I think another minute and then I'm going to turn off the gas. So a little sign of to know when your matki or your sprouts are done is that when they are in water and they become a little light in color. So if you remember, they were dark when we put them, when I showed them to you. Now they've become a little light. That means they've been cooked, boiled well. Sprouts are strained and ready. Adding about 2 teaspoons of oil, tablespoons of oil. No need to add too much oil for your matki. Now I'm adding few mustard seeds, half a teaspoon. The moment they start crackling, you add 1 teaspoon cumin seeds. Start crackling. I'm adding Hing, asafoetida. Adding some turmeric, half a teaspoon of turmeric, 1 teaspoon of dhania-jeera powder, and half teaspoon of red chilli powder. Give this a good mix in your oil. So the matki will be sauteed. The tadka or the tempering of the matki is going to look something like this. About 30 seconds, give it a good stir and then add your sprouts that you boiled. Now going in with the sprouts, matki. Give it a good mix. Let all the turmeric and dhania-jeera coat on it. I'm adding some salt, 1 teaspoon. Add a little less salt in your matki because your rassa already has all the salt and the spiciness. If you think you need to add a little more, of the turmeric or the dhania-jeera, a little bit of the red chilli just to give that color, you may add it. This is like a matki fry, simple matki fry, just in oil, a very basic tadka. I would strongly recommend you not to add too much flavor, too many spices to this. I am just going to try this once. I think this is perfect. You might need a little bit of dhania-jeera powder, some turmeric, some red chilli again. For the color, note that this is not spicy at all. Give it a good mix. And now I think the masala is coated really well. I'm going to show you how this looks. Alright, so this is how the matki looks after you saute them in a basic tadka. Okay guys, I want you to have a final look of the misal and the rassa. Looks so tempting to me.